going to do a quick video, and this is a contest entrance. I don't do too many contests, but I decided that I better be a little bit more proactive, and I caught Jeff Witcher's 1,000 subs contest. Now, hi Jeff, well done, boy. 1,000 subs is a pretty good number, certainly, and shows how thorough you are at presenting your material, and I generally like it, I have to say. Sometimes I can't quite catch the sense of humour, but I've been watching more of your videos, and you certainly have a detailed knowledge of music. So you asked us entrants to pick our favourite artist and why. Now, for me, being 67 and having been listening to music seriously for the best part of 53 years, that this was a particularly difficult task because my favourite artist stroke band at the beginning of my listening career is completely different, really, to what my favourite artists might be in the last 10 years. You know, such notables as Jimi Hendrix, Prince, The Doors, you name them. There's a lot of people that I really loved, and they're no longer with us. So in working out the answer to your question, I felt that I ought to consider the durability, the years that I've been enjoying their music, as the primary reason. And that got me down to four, which is not exactly saying it's my favourite. But three of them were from the UK and one from the United States. So I thought, well, I better kick out some of those UK artists. So I'm afraid I elbowed out Elvis Costello, who was in the four, and I then got down to three, and it was terrible. I just couldn't do it because they have been involved in my listening throughout. So I'm gonna throw in three here, Jeff. And I'll start with one of the British artists. This artist is Paul Weller, and I started loving his music when he appeared in a group called The Jam when the punk music arrived, and I saw him live with The Jam. My only time I've seen him, and I thought he was magnificent. He also came from a small town very near where I was born, and I was familiar with that town, and that tended to sort of influence my desire to catch up on what he's doing. And then, of course, after the sort of punk rock era, the mod scene that he was part of, he then moved into sort of more Stax R&B soul with keyboards top of the list there, and the band The Style Council I thought were one of the best bands around. He showed how eclectic he was and how much he wanted to develop as an artist. When they ran out of steam, he then sat back, considered his options, and went solo. And he went solo, I think, basically at the back end of the 80s, and since then he's released a tremendous catalogue of work as a solo artist, and he's continued to be very, very eclectic. And when his new albums appear, I'm getting hold of them, usually by downloads now, on the day of release, and I have failed to be disappointed. Tremendous albums. They all offer a great deal. His ability to write is blossomed. His singing has become better with age, and the quantity of high quality eclectic music has just continued to expand, and so that's why I love Paul Weller. Moving on, because I'm talking too much, I'll quickly bow into American music, and really there was only one choice, and his name is Bruce Springsteen. I found Bruce in 1978, and after watching him live on the River Tour in 81, and I saw him on 6 occasions, I was hooked. And I've followed his career ever since. There have been a few low periods, but I still have a tremendous amount of admiration for his ability to provide solid rock music, tell great stories in his songs, and of course he had a super band backing him for most of his career, the E Street Band, and I can still see vividly in my eyes the song Jungle Land, which was played as the finale at those London concerts back at the beginning of the 80s. And so, moving on, my third choice, and this one has arrived a little bit later, it has to be said, and it's a sort of reflective of how your tastes change as you age, and he is the man from Belfast, Van Morrison. I didn't really dig Van in the early days, and that was because of my ignorance of music, of R&B music, of soul music, of gospel, Celtic sort of sounds, and jazz, and he has led me down that path, and he's had a tremendous amount of material released, and every time I put one of his albums on, I sort of merge into a sort of a warm glow, listening to him singing, listen to his lyrics, and also wallowing in the beauty of the band that support him. So there we are then, Jeff. My 3 at the top of the tree in level first place are Paul Weller, Bruce Springsteen and Van Morrison. Enjoyed it. Thanks for the contest. Oh, and by the way, it's impractical for you to give me a gift if you were to select me. We don't have Amazon over here. So what I would suggest is you use the donation money and donate it to a cause that's been close to me throughout my life, Children in Need. I'm sure you'll be able to find a charity locally that would be happy to receive the gift. Thanks, Jeff. Good luck for the future.